What's going on, YouTube, and all you drunk misfits out there? Jiminy Glass here, aka I am motherfucking drunk, y'all. And yes, I'm enjoying me a little bit of ham from leftover to Thanksgiving. And this video was kind of spontaneous and just out of the blue for me. Not really out of the blue, it was coming. I had this planned for a while now, but I figured I'd do it today. Because recently, I posted a series of TikToks and Snapchats talking about where I'm just blasting that huge ass speaker back there late at night while the other roommate is trying to sleep or just trying to enjoy his day. Come on, back here, speaker. Come on. I mean, not speaker. There you go. And the reason for this, I'm going to get into. Now, people keep asking me, like, why are you doing this? You know, who is it? Da 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 and this. And I said in a video before, in a roommate etiquette video, that I was going to put his name out there because I just giving him the benefit of a doubt, I guess, as a person. Maybe he would grow on me or not. But he has not. And, well, today we're doing a drunken bash, essentially, of this guy. So, first off, no matter how much he denies it, he's never going to convince me that he is not the one that broke my PC before he ever moved in. If you don't know the story already, I went to work, PC turned on, running my game. I left it on, running my game unlocked. That way my game would make progressions of Raid Shadow Legends on auto battles. When I left that morning, there was an empty beer can sitting right about here where this cup is. When I came home from work, beer can was full of cigarettes. And then the next 4 days, the PC just kept shutting down randomly, not working right. And then by the Friday, it just did not work at all. The SSD took a crap. And the hard drive too. So, obviously, given the beer can full of cigarettes, somebody was in my room on my PC. And, well, I'm guessing that he went to a site that he wasn't supposed to. Whether it was him or not, here's the thing. He was the only one here. Me and my other roommate was out at work. And so either it was him or he let somebody in the house and they got in it, which is even worse in my opinion. He still denies it wasn't him. Never going to convince me that it wasn't. So essentially, in my mind, like I said, he broke my fucking PC. I had to spend $200+ to get it fixed. Now, moving on from that, whenever he would stay the night randomly, he always took a shit and I had to unclog the toilet every single fucking time for him. He just left it clogged up, used an excessive amount of toilet paper to fucking take a shit. And it was getting disgusting. Now, I tolerated this because it was my buddy's friends. If you don't know, my buddy's friend, the buddy of mine is like a brother to me, and this is his house. I just live with him, his roommate, and he moved this guy in. It was his friend. Now, I tolerated this guy all the time because it was my buddy's friend, even though I didn't like him. I always got a bad vibe from him. And just something in my gut said, this dude is not a good person. He's just a piece of shit. And I've learned, always trust your gut, people. Now, like I said, I've never liked the guy, but I tolerate him because he's my buddy. By tolerate, I mean when he comes to hang out, I can put up with it. Act friendly. But now that he's living here, I've had spent the last 2 months now unclogging the fucking toilet because he doesn't know how to fucking flush it or wipe his ass properly. Oh, by the way, like I said, in the last video about this whole roommate etiquette thing, I said I wasn't going to mention his name, but here's his name. Ryan Laura. This guy, Ryan Laura, just do not like him at all. No. Now that his name's out there and you know who he is, I may put a picture up right here of this sketchy looking little douchebag motherfucker. Probably going to because I'm just throwing shade at this point that I do not like this guy. Like I said, it got to the point where I had to leave a fucking whiteboard in the bathroom with saying, learn to flush your toilet paper and shit down the toilet. You're a grown-ass man, Ryan, and I am not your mother, and I'm tired of doing it for you. My other roommate, Dalton, the guy that's like my brother, put on there, hell yes, Dalton agrees. So obviously it was starting to annoy both of us. Second off, the guy doesn't have a job. He's paying the water bill. Oh, the 1 month the 1 month he is paid. He has paid that water bill, so he's paying a bill at least. But at the same time, he doesn't have a job. And on top of that, he just sits at home all fucking day, and he's a terrible house guest. I'm scared to see the electric bill this coming month. He took over the water bill because I was paying the electric bill. I know I use the most electric, but I'm scared to see the electric bill because just knowing he sits here all fucking day and does nothing, doesn't have a job, doesn't go nowhere really. I'm scared to see how high that electric bill is going to be from him just sitting in there watching fucking TV all fucking day. Second off, he probably used the most trash out of all of us too. And when I say use the most trash, I mean he just keeps piling on the trash, piling on the trash, piling on the trash, piling on the trash, piling on the trash into the trash can until it just overflows, running on the floor, just does not give a shit. And in my head and Dalton's head, we would think that the dude that sits at the house all fucking day, doesn't have a job, could at least do some chores around the house, take the fucking trash out. Now, I'm not saying all the trash is. A little bit of it was mine, but as you've seen in past videos, usually my trash sits right about there in some boxes and some bags, and then I take that out. That's the majority of my trash. So I take my own trash out, and on top of that, I'm having to take those fucking trashes out, which I do regularly. And on top of that, I've done the dishes that's been piled up forever. He couldn't do those either. So, I mean, like I said, there's just no excuse. This dude's a lazy piece of shit in my mind. I do not like the dude. Plus, on top of that, and like I said, in the last video, I said I didn't want to throw his stuff out there, but now I just really don't give a fuck because I just generally have gotten to know the guy, and I don't like the fucking guy. Recently, he got arrested. By recently, I mean like last year. He got arrested for a Class 2 felony. Arson. He tried to set a fucking Pilot on fire, which is a convenience store, over in the town next over by lighting all the paper towel rolls in the bathroom on fire. From my believing, he may have lit something else on fire, I'm not sure, but it was a Pilot in a convenience store, and that's what he was doing. So I don't know what the fuck he was, why, don't know what the story is behind it, but when you see that and now you know you're living with a dude like that just throws some bad vibes off. He's out on a $25,000 bill, I found out. So he hasn't been to court yet for it, so he's innocent until proven guilty, but my hopes is that he just goes to court very soon. Hopefully really, really soon, and they just fucking throw his ass in jail. Or they throw him on probation, because if he's on probation, he damn sure ain't living here, because I'm keeping fucking alcohol in this house 100%. Look at the name. Rep the name. I'm fucking drunk, y'all. Alcohol is going to be in this house, and he has no fucking say in that. He can just get the fuck out. Plus, I'm planning on buying a few guns. So yeah, he can't be in the house with guns either. Trying to think of some other things. I mean, oh man, I don't fucking know. You know, when he first moved in, I tried to be nice. I had the music levels down. I cut them in half. I wasn't living the way I was living before. But now I just really don't give a fuck. And just living however the fuck I want to. Music blaring. Like I said, he left. If my boys don't hop on the game here later, whenever he gets back, thinking it's all done, I'm blaring the music a fucking again. Let this motherfucker come in here and try to tell me something. To put it in perspective, this dude is like 130 pounds. Scrawny little motherfucker. Dorky looking glass bitch. And I am 215 pounds. Almost got 100 pounds on the guy. Used to do MMA. Still go to the gym. Way stronger than this motherfucker. He comes in here and tells me to turn the music down. The first thing I'm doing is walking over to the stereo, turning it up even louder. And if he wants to go from there and try something else, he can go ahead and try it, but I can promise you it ain't going to end well for him. You know, I ain't one to just go out and assault somebody, but if he comes at me, he's going to get what he deserves. It's as simple as that. I ain't going to try to attack him first. I ain't going to swing on him first. But if he attacks me and swings at me first, it's on. As simple as that. We know how this will end. I know how this will end. Y'all may not, but I know how it will end, and my other roommate Dalton knows how it will end. But yeah, pretty much I just kept getting questions. Who is this? Why do you not like him? Why is this? Why is that? And that's the reasons. I mean, he's a shitty housemate, doesn't flush the toilet, uses way too much fucking toilet paper. I mean, he literally when I say this, I'm not even, he goes through a roll every 2 to 3 days. That's fucking insane. Me and Dalton both living here, we're going through like a roll every 2 weeks. Like, this man does not know how to wipe his ass. As a kid, he never fucking learned to wipe his ass. And that's fucking sad. But yeah, there's just something else about him. Like I said, in my gut, I just don't like the guy. In my gut, there's just something that says this dude is not a good guy. Be wary of him. And like I said, I learned to trust my gut over all these years. Pretty much every time my gut has said that person's a bad person, it has paid off. And I'm not a very, I'm a little bit spiteful when it comes to people. But I'm not the most spiteful person, but this is one of those people, and I've only met like 3 or 4 people in my entire life like this. 27 years being on the planet, 3 or 4 people, where I just see them and instantly, the second I see them, it just pisses me off just looking at him. And I don't know what it is. It's just something about him that just sets me off, sets me on fire. I just, fuck this piece of shit human being. Like I said, I really hope he's got court soon and he just fucking goes off and they to court and they sentence him. He just fucking goes, puts in jail, because I could care less about the motherfucker. Sorry for his family and all that, how bad this sounds. Just get him the fuck out of society, or at least away from me. And maybe, like I said, I'm gonna be doing this speaker thing a lot, pretty much to piss him off. I hope he just fucking gets to the point like, I'm moving the fuck out. Like, I can't do this anymore, because I know Dalton's not gonna kick me out. Like I said, we're like fucking brothers. And like I said, this dude's already been pissing him off. And Dalton's just too nice of a guy, and I know Dalton ain't gonna kick him out. But I just really hope he fucking moves out soon, because he's just getting on my last nerve with everything he fucking does. And just pretty much to the point, I'm gonna do the same thing to him. On top of that, other reasons I don't trust him, just to round this all off, I have a cat, I have a dog. I don't trust him around animals. First off, he's already tried to set a fucking convenience store on fire, so he's got a bad track record there. But like I said, with my dog and my cat, I don't trust him. I don't know what he's doing when I'm not here. Maybe my cat fucking starts to annoy him or something and he kicks my cat. I don't fucking know. Maybe when he goes out in the backyard, my dog is a little bit, not a little bit, my dog is a very playful, hyperactive dog, and he does jump, and I understand a little bit annoying, but use your knees, block him, push him back a little bit, don't push him down. You know, be like, hey, back up, you know, back up, you know, just a little nudge. But I don't trust this guy not to kick my dog, throw my dog, do something, you know, I don't trust him to not do that. And that's what worries me the most, because I guarantee 100%, if I catch him kicking my dog, throwing my dog, kicking my cat, throwing my cat, whatever, 100% that man's going to the hospital right then and there. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, and buts. That's me defending my property and my not even my pets. Those are my family. Those two, my cat, my dog, that's my family. He hurts them, he's hurting my family. I'm going to use every right in my constitutional right to defend them. So that's just how that goes. But to round off all this shit that I'm talking and everything I'm saying, it's just a little bit of a rant video, a little bit of a informative video, a little bit of a drunken bash, what the fuck ever you want to call it. I don't even know what the fuck I'm going to title this yet. But to round it all off, as always, guys, stay motherfucking drunk, y'all, and I hope y'all don't encounter people like this in your everyday life and have to deal with people like this, because boy, I'm tired of dealing with people like this. I want to put in perspective too, before I end this video as well, put in perspective how loud that fucking speaker is and how annoying I know it is. Like earlier, whenever he got tired of it and actually left the house, that motherfucker is so loud, when I turned it down, my ears were ringing like I just left a concert. That's how loud that fucking speaker is. So there ain't no way he's out blaring my music with his music or nothing like that. But as always, stay motherfucking drunk, y'all. I hope y'all have a great weekend. I hope y'all have a great holidays, because there's a lot coming up. You'll probably hear me say that a lot. And always, stay motherfucking drunk, y'all.